They could be smarter than you. They could have more money than you, more opportunity, more privilege, but they can't work harder than you. No matter what your circumstance is, it's not hard to understand. Hard work equals results. It's always the guy who is willing to hustle the most, willing to put in the time, willing to work harder than anyone else does. Those guys at the top, it seems like they have it all together, like it comes so easy to them. Well, it doesn't. The only way to get to the top is to want it, and want it bad. That's the only thing separating you from the success you know you're destined for. But you gotta want it bad. So bad that you're willing to put more energy, more time, more effort in your stuff than anybody else will. So waking up at 5 isn't working, wake up at 4. They read the book once, you read it twice. If they practice for 4 hours, you practice for 8. You gotta put in double, triple the amount of work than anybody else will. Why? Because if you want it bad enough, you'll sacrifice everything until you get it, until you win. There are a million other people that want what you want, a million other people 2 steps ahead, a million people good at what they do. So you gotta be better. You gotta be willing to be better. Let me put it to you this way. It's one thing to be hungry, but it's another thing to be starving. Everyone's hungry for success, and it doesn't get them anywhere. But when you're starving for greatness and starving for success, there's nothing going to get in the way of you or your goals. When you start working, work like your life depends on it. Everyone else, well, they will work like it's work. But you don't get to do that. You got to work like this is the last opportunity, the only opportunity. Most people half-ass their life and still get what they want. Want it that easy? Too bad. Work harder. It's not clicking? Try it again. Keep at it. Again and again and again until one day you wake up and your whole life has changed. It is the process, the climb, the journey that shapes you into success. It's not the game, it's your effort. If you think the hard work happens when the sun comes up, when the screen turns on, when the cameras turn on, when everyone's watching, that's not where the hard work is. The hard work is in the dark, in the night, in hiding, when there's no one there to see what you're doing, when you're studying without a tutor, when you're putting in that extra time, when you're watching every video that can prepare you. That's when the real hard work takes place. It has to. If it doesn't, you don't want it bad enough. But you do. It has everything to do with what you do, how you do it, when you do it, and for how long you do it. If you're going to be the best, if you're going to take that spot, get that job, ace that test, get into that school, it has to consume you. It has to be what you eat, sleep, and breathe. It has to radiate from your body. People need to walk by you and see how good you are. They're going to need to see your game face, because what separates you from everyone else is how hard you work.
Most of us go through life pretending that we don't have any special goals or ambitions or desires, when really deep down inside we do really want more. We block ourselves and we use these words almost like we're in a trance. There are winners, and there are losers, and there are people who have not discovered how to win. And all they need is some coaching. All they need is some help and assistance, just a little support. All they need is some insight or a different strategy or plan of action to make some adjustments. that will open up the key to a whole new future for them, that will give them access to the unlimited power that they have within themselves. That's all that they need. So what I want you to do is think about something you want for you, that's real for you, that's important for you, that will give your life some special meaning and power. And I don't even want you to say, I can do that. I don't want you to assume that. See, 5 years ago when I started out in this area, I would not have been able to make the mental leap that I would be up to where I am right now. I don't want you to begin to just psych yourself out. No. I want you to be able to say something to yourself that will enable you to maintain a level of integrity with yourself. That when you say this, even when you face tremendous setbacks, it will be a benchmark to keep you in the game, to keep you moving forward and experimenting and readjusting your strategy and your plan of action, continuously looking for ways to win. So what is that something? When you got an idea you want to move on, you might not have the money, you might not have the education, you might not have the support or the resources you need. What is that something that can keep us going, that will enable us to act on our dream? What's one of those keys that will begin to help us to discover the secrets to our dream? Here's what I want you to repeat after me, please, with power and conviction. Say, it's possible. That's all I want you to do when you look at your dream. Just say to yourself every day, it's possible. Just say that every day to yourself, it's possible. Because what does that do? See, it begins to change your belief system. See, the way in which we operate, ladies and gentlemen, it's a manifestation of what we believe, what's possible for us. Whatever you've done up to this point, all that it really is a duplication, it's a reproduction of what you believe subconsciously that you deserve and what's possible for your life. Most people operate out of their personal history, out of their memory, things they've done, things they've experienced, things they've seen, things that they have observed. What I'm suggesting that you operate out of a larger vision of yourself. I want you to see yourself doing what you want to do, experiencing what you want to experience, having what you want to have, doing what it is that gives your life some meaning and value. That a lot of things that we want to do, a lot of places we would like to go, a lot of things we would like to experience, and we just stop at but. But will cause you to hide out behind fear. But will cause you to come up with all type of excuses that you can validate your inaction and not acting on your dream. But is a dream killer. But most people, you know what they do? Most people go through life quietly and safely tiptoeing to an early grave. We've been holding back. We have ideas that we don't act on, things we want to do. We're afraid to take chances. See, a lot of people say no to things and they don't even know what they're saying no to. Don't allow but to keep you in the corner. Why don't you decide now that you're going to expand your world, that if other people can learn, you could learn too. See, if you're working on your dream, sure there are going to be times you're going to want to give up. Sure there'll be times in life will knock you down and catch you on the blind side. But the challenge is to hold on. And if you hold on tenaciously, I say the universe is on your side. See, if you don't decide to act on your dream, if you don't decide to make a decision to live your life, if you don't decide to step into your fears, if you don't decide to say yes to your life, it will never work for you.
Is it possible for you to have all your dreams become a reality in your lifetime? Yes, it is possible. But the real question you should be asking yourself, have you made the decision?